altro. No, no, vabbè. Okay. So. Okay. Are you all here?
Yes.
Yes, we are here.
Yes, we are here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you. So now I will do some exercise with you about the work with the body that you can do in group or for one person. And it is just to help these people to create a physical sensation of control and ability to protect oneself, working on boundaries and exploring ways of regulating physiological arousal. Because it is the body that has to learn that suffering and danger has passed. Even if we know that perhaps it's not past, but they can find a moment in which they feel safe and in the here and now. And this is very important. How can we help this person, these people, to create a physical sensation of control and ability? First of all, we can use some tools like some way to rate the level of stress or and of bad disturbing sensation. And one of these, it is the thermometer of emotions. You can ask them. This is very simple because we have a lot of scale, like I don't know if you know the impact event scale. It is to establish the PTSD symptoms. How much symptoms do they have? But this kind of scale are really Western scale. And so sometimes it's very difficult with people coming from South Africa, from Sudan, other countries, it is very difficult that they understand what the scale is and what they have to answer. So I think, and it is useful even with children, that to use the thermometer of emotions is easier and give you an idea on how disturbed they are. That is from 0 to 10, how much stress do you feel now? How much anxiety? How much a bad mood you have, anger, or problem with sleep, or how much help do you need? And with the children, just to measure how much disturbing emotion they have, if you want to use this thermometer, you can just ask them to open their arm and to make the arm more narrow, depending on how much stress do they feel. And so you can measure how much stress do they have before the exercises that I will explain to you and that you can use with them, and how much stress or anxiety or fear or anger they feel after. Oh, another way, another scale built by a colleague of me, it is this one. Ecco, level of stress from no pain to unimaginable, unspeakable stress. And you can do for stress, for sleep, for fear, for concentration, for mood, physical pain, or anger. This is a way just to understand you and give them the possibility to reflect on the intensity of their emotion and if it is changing, if they do something to change them. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, this is another exercise. This is very short. I give you some minutes just to help you to notice how the body supports emotions and beliefs. So please stand up and close your eyes and notice what your body feels. This exercise is just to understand how body and mind and emotion are connected. So stand up, close your eyes, and notice what your body feels. Now, open your eyes, take a deep breath, close your eyes again, and say to yourself, my needs will never be satisfied. And notice what happens in your body. My needs will never be satisfied. Notice what happens in your body, and then open your eyes, take a breath, close your eyes again, and notice what happens in your body when you say, I have to be able to be loved. I have to be able to be loved. Okay, now open your eyes and please tell me if you have noticed an automatic physical response to what happened in your mind in these two sentences. If the body reacted in a different way?
I think it did for me.
Yes, it was yes for you, a difference?
When I was saying my needs will never be satisfied, I felt that my body was in the state of hyper arousal because it was refusing that I will never be satisfied.
Yeah.
Then when I said I have to be able to be loved, I felt more relaxation.
Okay, so good. So there was a difference in the answer of your body. Someone else?
Yeah, same for me as well.
Okay. Some other? No. Okay. Then we go on. This was just a small exercise so you can feel how body and mind are connected. So if you give some tools to the displaced people, to survivors, to regain control over their body, even their emotion and their mind will feel some relief. Okay? So, and now we have a lot of stabilization exercises. That is, the goal is to improve self-regulation and to provide a sense of physical and psychological stability. I will not teach you all of these, but I can teach you some of them. But I want that you know that these exercises. One is the orientation answer. Another is grounding. Another is the research and consolidation of resources. I will show you how. Strengthening of boundaries, safe place installation, and the 4 elements exercises. Allora. Orientation answer anchor the survivor in the present and help the survivor to be focused on the here and now, gaining experience with the 5 senses. If you are speaking with someone and you see their eyes in the void, or they say, I am numbing, I am confused, and you see that they are not with you, that you are not connected with them, one thing that you can do, it is to give them an orientation answer. It is, I do very often in my office, I ask them, please look around you, tell me the colors of the wall, tell me what is on my table, or please touch this object and say me if it is rough, smooth, hard, soft. Or another thing is push your feet on the floor, shake hands to feel the warmth. So these are all ways to help people to stay in the here and now. And ask them, to the patient, to repeat this exercise often during the day. If they feel numbing, if they feel, if they have a flashback and so on, you can teach them to stay in the present, pushing their feet on the floor, or taking an object in the hand, looking around listening sounds, and so on. That is to have experience with the five senses. Another thing that I do in my office, and I do often with dissociative people who dissociate when they are with me, and perhaps they are speaking about the really bad experience they have had, traumatic experience, and they cannot go on with the narrative, they stop, they have eyes in the void, and so on. I throw them a small and soft pillow. And this is, they take this pillow because it is a reactive answer, and they usually smile, and they are in the present very quickly. So I throw a small pillow and they take it with hand. It is unexpected, but they have a reaction, a natural reaction to take the pillow, and they come easily in the present. Or if you want, you can walk with them in the room. And you can say them, please feel the sole of your feet on the floor. So it is very easy, and it is ways in which you can help people to stay in the here and now and not in their traumatic experiences. Is it clear for you?
Clear?
Clear?
Yes, clear.
Okay. Oh, we have several kind of exercises for hyperarousal. We have breathing, grounding, safe place. I will teach you safe place and grounding. And for hyperarousal, what you can do, it is self-touch pressure, or pushing hands, standing up and walk together, throw a pillow or a ball, as I told you before. So there are easy exercises that you can do with the client, helping them to go out from this hyperarousal condition, or the hyperarousal condition. And you can say them, and you can say, okay, you can do this when it happens at home. Self-touch pressure is, for example, to touch their arms, but not from you, but one arm can touch the other with the pressure. You can ask, can you feel the pressure? Press more, press less. How do you feel? And perhaps they can answer, okay, I feel my boundaries more now. Or another thing is standing up and walk together. When you see the person with the eyes in the void, you can say, okay, we walk a little bit, and they come in the present. Or another exercise that you can use for hyperarousal, but even for hyperarousal, is grounding. Grounding is an exercise useful in situations where there is a fear of losing control, or it's hard to let go. And we stimulate the survivor to make contact with the ground and imagine themselves strongly anchored to the ground, and relax and get in tune with the breathing. Now, Let me understand. If you want to do this exercise, or okay, we do this exercise. So stand up as relaxed as possible. And please bring your attention to your legs and feet. And bring all your attention to the way the soles of your feet adhere to the sole of your shoe and the ground. So bring your attention to the soles of your feet, how they adhere to the ground. And feel the weight of your body resting on your legs and feet. Imagine now having roots that starts from your feet and descend deep into the ground, like roots of a tree. And feel the way these roots make you firmly anchored to the ground. Make you stronger and firmly anchored to the ground. Breathe in a harmonious and deep way and connect with the feelings of strength and solidity that you experience now. And stay with this good feeling in your body. Okay. How was for you? Give me a feedback.
Actually, for me, it was somehow annoying. When I was thinking about that there are roots going out from my feet, I think it's somehow related to that I had warts before in my leg, and that it used to annoy me a lot and hurt me. So that is why I couldn't focus on my feet on the ground. I kept thinking about it.
About this? So you couldn't focus?
Yeah, because I thought about something that was in my leg. It was a wart. It happened when I was a child, and it was annoying for me.
Okay.
So the sort of roots coming out of my feet reminded me of it.
Okay. So this is so when it is something, when you use this exercise that I am teaching you, you have to ask the client, like I am asking you, it is okay for you, this imagine, or it reminds you something bad, like in your case. When it is so, you don't have to use this. You can, if you want to use the rounding exercise, you can not use this imagine, these roots that make you stronger. You don't use it. Or you can use some other tools to help them to gain control over the sensation. So in your case, this exercise didn't work very much. Okay, so we will use other exercise, but for many people, this exercise works. So you can try. I will give you.
Yeah, I got the idea of it. I got the idea. I think it would be useful.
Yeah, okay. But it is very important what you say, because we have always to ask to the client, it's okay, what is happening? And if it is not functioning for some reason, because you can use another one. Okay? Some other feedback? Or
yeah, it helps for me.
It was good?
Did you hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
it helps. I feel very strong. I feel like a baby, my feet are very strong and I'm capable of carrying myself and others. And my mind is like a little fruity, like with the green things to remind someone, or give someone very beautiful things. So it's very beautiful for me. It helps for me.
Okay, good. Thank you. So for someone doesn't function, for someone else, yes. Okay? Okay. So it is 11:15, so we have to go on. Oh, another resource. This is, I think, a very nice resource. And I don't know if you can use it, because if the situation it is possible, but I use it in my office often, especially with trafficked women. Their boundaries are regularly violated. So it is very important to support the ability of interactive regulation. And one exercise for the boundaries is you can put pencil or a rope on the floor, asking to the client to make a boundary with this, you can use pencil or some object around him, around them, and then you go outside far away and you walk slowly close to the client, asking them, how do you feel? You can say me stop, when for you I am too close. And we can do this exercise many times, helping the ability to say no, stop. Okay, because people who are tortured or sexually assaulted, trafficked, and so on, they are not able to establish their boundaries. It is clear. Another thing that you can do, as it is in the picture, you can take in your hand a pillow and ask to the client to push you in a strong way. People who are in hypoarousal, they are very weak. They cannot push you away. But you can do this exercise many times, saying them, be stronger, do it in a more strong way. So they learn the ability, the capacity to push and reject other people, because often they are very afraid. I remember one of my clients, he had a very traumatic childhood because his father was affected by schizophrenia and psychoticism, and he was alone. His mother died when he was very, very young, and he was alone with this father who throws objects against him and so on. And he was really very, very afraid to stay with other people. He couldn't go by bus because there were people too narrow, close to him. And I did with him this kind of exercises. And now, after a long time, he felt the sensation to be more stronger. And if he doesn't want to do something or doesn't want to stay with somebody, can say no, can react, even with words, to the other person. So he was able to regulate the interpersonal space. Okay, but if we can know how to regulate, these exercises give you the ability to feel in another way with the other. So we start from the body to teach them to regulate boundaries, to learn to say no if they don't want something, helping them to feel this in their bodies. So these are nice exercises. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, because usually when I do this training, we are in present and we do the exercises together. So it is a little bit difficult to do, just to explain theoretically, but I hope you understand.
Yeah, it's hard online, but it's totally clear from you. And also the figure is making it more clear.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Oh, now I want to do an exercise. This is the safe place exercise, and we will do the safe place together. I will teach you and you will try with me. And then I will say how you can use, instead of a place, some mastery or relational or symbolic resources. This is a way to enhance, to increase resources in survivors. Now, this is the exercise of the safe place, and you can use even with the children. And I will ask you to do the butterfly hug in some moment while we are doing this exercise. Wait, okay. Please, for just a moment, I want to show you what is a butterfly hug. A butterfly hug is a bilateral stimulation that we use in a method called EMDR. Do you know this method? It is an evidence-based method to process traumatic experiences based on bilateral stimulation. And I don't know, because it is very famous. I don't know if you have heard about it. And the idea is that bilateral stimulation with other tools helps the integration between the right and left brain. And we know that right and left brain, when there are many traumatic experiences, are not so integrated. But bilateral stimulation are useful even to enhance resources. So if you, please, if you open for a while your video camera, I will show this bilateral stimulation. It is to tap with the left arm, the right arm, and to tap alternatively with the right arm, the left arm. So slowly, alternatively, yes. Ayak and the other, can you open your video camera? Just, I show you. You cross the arms and tap near to the shoulder slowly. Okay. When I say do some butterfly hug, I mean this, okay? Not together, alternative. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Can you see me? MHP, yes, okay. Okay. So.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Now, so if you want to switch the video off for the connection, I prefer to see you, of course, but I understand that it's not possible. Now, I would like you to think about some place you have been or imagine being that feels very calm or safe. When you use this with displaced people, please tell them not a place in your country, but something that you can find or that you have been or imagined, but now in the new country where you are. Perhaps can be being on the beach or sitting by a mountain stream. So please think to an image that represents your place, your calm, safe, and pleasant place. please, I want you to land inside this place and notice what you see, hear, and feel right now. Land inside and focus on its sights, sounds, smells, and body sensation. Try to be really there.
بس انت مكان بتحب ده سايز تاني مكان انت بتحبه بس مش في الكانتري يعني بقول لك بس مش في الكانتري بتاعك ده في الكانتري اللي انت فيه دوت
Can you mute your microphone?
لا في الكانتري ده
Please stop the microphone. Close the microphone, please, because you need to be in a calm situation. So concentrate on where you feel the pleasant sensations in your body and allow yourself to enjoy them. Concentrate on those sensations and do 5-6 times the butterfly hug, slowly, just to enhance this positive sensation. Stop the butterfly hug. Concentrate your attention on these sensations. Be inside in your safe and calm place. And again, do butterfly hug, slowly. And now, if the sensations are positive and you can stay inside this safe and calm place, think to a word or a phrase that represents your safe place. Think of this word and notice the positive feelings you have when you think of that word. And concentrate on those sensations and the word, and do again the butterfly hug. Slowly. Now, please open your eyes. Come again to the training. Go out from your calm place.
Thank you. I make myself like I'm super relaxation and feel like I want to sleep.
Oh, very good.
I feel that I want to sleep too.
Okay. Oh, can happen so that some of you trying to concentrate on a positive and calm and safe place cannot be there, or they imagine can change after the butterfly hug. I don't know if to some of you happened this, because if it happens, if you focus on the calm place and you notice that it is changed, it's no more so calm, some disturbing think or feelings are coming, then redirect to identify another calm place or considering another exercise. Because for some people, if they are too in hyperarousal, too alerted, then to stay relaxed in the safe place is not possible. They start being anxious. So in this case, you can use another kind of resources. In the same way, you can ask them to think not to a calm, safe place, but to think to something where they were very good, something that they have done, or some competence they have, some ability they have. So something more active. For example, with the children, because you can use the safe place even with children. You can ask them, think when you learn cycling, for example. You can ask, what can you do? In which thing you are very good? And you can use this as a resource. And you can increase this resource in their mind in the same way I have done with the safe place. It's okay for you? I will give you the slide so you can know how to do this exercise. And another thing is you have a cue word and to the client, and you can use this cue word during the day to rest your mind, to feel better doing this exercise, because you can do this exercise just for a few minutes. And this is enough to regain control, to calm down your feelings. Okay? Oh, what I do with, oh, look, can you see these pictures?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah. Can you see these drawings? Yes, you see my slide.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so you can do the calm and safe place even in a group, and you can do even with children. What this is drawings made by the women, the group of women in Jordan. And there I was with my colleague Christina Angelini, she will be with you on Friday. And at the beginning, we asked them to draw a safe place. And as you can see in all this drawing, there are eyes crying or a hurt with a wound. So this drawing have something disturbing. They draw something nice, but even something disturbing them. And this is because we asked them to think to safe place, and all of them thought to their country, Syria. They were displaced from Syria. And of course, drawing the place, they start thinking that they were in Jordan and no, they have to leave their country. So you can see the eyes crying, for example. So we learned that we cannot, with displaced people, we have to ask them to think not to their country, because it is very easy, they start having disturbing feelings. So when we did this exercise with refugees in Italy, for example, we asked them a nice moment, a calm moment that they have had in Italy. Oh, you can do this exercise even with children. You can ask children drawing a nice place or simply, or only a nice moment, something pleasant. They can draw, they can look at the drawing, and then you can ask them to think, to be there inside this place, and you can do butterfly hug with them. And after this exercise, you can ask the children to put all the drawing together in a billboard. We did, even with the women in Jordan, and even with young people, with children. Okay. Oh, here drawing about resources. For example, this was a young boy coming with a boat, and you can see on the right rescuers arriving at the boat, and some guitar and other musical instrument. This is another drawing. Okay. Now, I want to teach you another exercise that is similar to the safe place, but it is more complete. And I use this exercise very often, especially with people coming from Africa, from Somalia, Eritrea, Sudan, and so on. And it is called the 4-element exercise for stress management, because it is an exercise that you can use, and I teach them to use it minimum twice a day to maintain a low level of tension and stress. And it is the idea is to address the cumulative effect of external and internal triggers that occur during the course of the day. And this exercise consists of 4 brief self-calming and self-control activities. And the sequence of the 4 elements, earth, air, water, and fire, is designed to follow the body up from the feet to the stomach and chest, to the throat and mouth, and up through the head. What I give them, it is, I suggest the clients to wear for this exercise a bracelet or stickers as a reminder to do the exercise. So a bracelet is very useful because they need a reminder to do this exercise during the day. And it is very useful for the children as well. And you can say, every time you stretch the bracelet, it will remind you that you know how to relax yourself with the 4-element exercise. So, before starting, I want you to notice how tense you feel now using the numbers from 0 to 10. Or as I told you before, with the children, you can ask them to open your mind, your arms. More open, very, very open is 10. The hand closed in contact is 0. How much tense do they notice now? So please notice how much tense from 0 to 9 do you feel now? And now, with the eyes closed or open, but fixing a point, it depends from you if you prefer to close your eyes, but many people, with a lot of tension, they don't want to close their eyes because they want to maintain a control. So ask them to leave the eyes open, but fixing a point on the floor. And put your attention on your body and feel how the chair supports you as you lean back. So put your attention on your inner sensation and feel how the chair supports you. So the first element is earth. Earth represents the idea of grounding ourselves in the present and noticing that we are safe in the present. So please notice your feet on the ground. Stamp hard and feel how good it feels in the soles of your feet, how the ground holds and supports you. Let yourself enjoy that good feeling of steadiness and support. That means you are here right now with all your body connected to the ground.
Hi, Paula. Hi, Paula. Simone, she had to leave for an emergency.
Yes, yes, I see it. Don't worry, it's okay. Now, please, we pass to the second exercise, that is air. While you are feeling the security of your feet on the ground, we do the second exercise that represents a feeling of strength, balance, and centering. So, as you are continuing feeling the security now of your feet on the ground, take 3 or 4 deep breaths from your stomach to your chest. Breathe air in and out. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Retain for 2 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. And then again, breathe in and out. Imagine to breathe in energizing oxygen and air, and to breathe out all the toxin of stress and tension. And now, while you are feeling the security of your feet on the ground, and you are breathing in and out from your body, we do the third exercise, water. Through the element of water, we can switch on the relaxation response and become calm and controlled. Please start making saliva so you switch on the digestive system again, or the parasympathetic nervous system. Imagine to have in your mouth some good food or a lemon and produce as more saliva as you can. And now, as you continue feeling the security now of your feet on the ground, and feel centered as you breathe in and out, and feel calm and in control as you produce more and more saliva, you can let the fire light the path to your imagination to bring up a good situation, a safe place, or a good memory in which you feel good about yourself. Please, as we did for the safe place, land in this place, notice the sights, the smell, the noise, the sounds of this place, and notice the good sensations in your body to be there. And if you want, you can do some bilateral stimulation with butterfly hug. And now please open your eyes, move your hands and legs, and be again with me. And please notice how much tense you have now in your body. Is it increased? Is it remained the same? Or is it decreased? It is lower now? Tell me, please. Give me
Lower.
some. Eh?
I feel it is lower.
Okay.
For me, it's low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's low. Just I have few that I don't know if I was aware or not, few spots back pain,
Okay.
but I don't like, that's only that what I have.
Okay. I taught you this exercise because, as you can see, you can ask to the client if they prefer one of these 4 exercises. For someone, water is a very good exercise. For some other, breathing, some other grounding, or the safe place, because fire is the safe place. And you can say them, okay, you can do just one of this, or all 4. But it is very important to do this exercise 2 or 3 times a day, just for a few minutes. But this helps them to manage the tension in their body. Okay? Now, I have seen that it is nearly 12. I have many other things to say to you, but we don't have time. I just want to spend a few minutes for the drama triangle. It's okay for you if we take 5 minutes more instead of 12, we stop 10 after 12. It's okay?
I think it's okay for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, no more than that, I understand. Just, I want to speak to you about the relationship. This is when you face with victims and survivors of many traumatic experiences, it is very easy to stay in a relationship that we call the drama triangle. I don't know if you if you know this relationship that is victim, rescuer, and persecutor. It is very, in asylum seekers, for example, this relational configuration is very easy to establish. And it can be connected to previous experiences and facilitated by the current context. Especially if we establish an empathic relationship, we are constant in contact with the suffering and traumatic experiences of this person. And this makes us more vulnerable to being involved in this constellation of the drama triangle. Because it is easy that the operators can find themselves in the role of persecutors when for some reason they fail to accept, protect, defend, or do something for the survivor. And so the survivor can feel, can think to the operator as a persecutor. Or they may find themselves in the role of a rescuer and be continually subjected to requests, while the refugee tend to stand as a resourceless victims. I don't know if it happens to you, but here I have seen very often that some of them tend to stand as a resourceless victim and to do requests and requests and requests to the operators. And sometimes the operator can feel like a victim when they are subjected to unacceptable requests that make them feel helpless. So it is very important to be aware of this kind of a relationship, that it is really pathological. And sometimes we as operators, we tend to interact facilitating the activation of this relational constellation. I just say this, but we don't have much time to stay on this, but I just want you to think about this possibility, to feel the sensation to be a rescuer for the victim, trying to do too much, or to think to them as victim and try to resolve all their requests, or feel us as persecutor because we cannot do very much for them. What is very important to have a good relationship that facilitate resources. It is a cooperative relationship. It is to think to the survivor as someone with whom collaborate to achieve a shared goal. This is very, very important. And now I want you to think about another thing that is very important. It is your emotional experiences as caseworker, because now the work of caring and the process of empathy make us as helpers vulnerable to being profoundly affected and damaged by our work. And this is the cost of caring for other emotional pain. What can happen is that is the vicarious traumatizations. For example, we as operators can have a shift in our worldview. We can have a shift in our belief about the world. And this is because we are continuously exposed to traumatic material, and we can relieve some shame described by the victim. We can have sexual difficulties, difficulties in the relationship with our loving, and so on. And another thing is the compassion fatigue. So we may feel drained, fatigued, unable to give anymore, or to stop thinking about the victim when we go home. And we may feel deeply exhausted in our interaction with traumatized people. So we must pay attention on this, because we can be damaged by this, and then we cannot work in a good way with them. Here are a list of some symptoms that you can have. So be aware when you feel these things, that is to be in burnout with our work. Wait, I am very, very quickly, but I give you the slide. These are some risk factors: lack of recognition or confusion about our role, lack of cooperation between colleagues, solitude, lack of personal security, too many hours at work, or yes, I will send the material, of course. Life circumstances, personal history, coping style, and so on. Protective factors. And with this, I finished my training. It is developing and maintaining a strong social support, both at home and at work. Increase self-awareness through a mindful attitude. Regular self-care. Have a solid belief system, shared values and sense of belonging to a community, and have other interests such as art, literature, doing other things, not all the time at work. So I think it is time to finish. I will send you all my slides, and I hope that what I say is useful for you and for your job. And another thing that I spoke with Simona is that if you want and if you need, I can do some session of supervision about your clinical cases. So if you want, we can manage to do some supervision session. So I choose you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. It was super useful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you to hear me. Bye.
Bye.